is a presentation of the Academy Athletics Network.
Of the new era for Redsticker sports, as we welcome you to the launch of the Academy Athletics Network. Tonight, it's a red-hot Redsticker basketball squad taking on the visiting Glen Lady Panthers. Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside the Academy Student Center, here on the campus of St. Joseph's Academy. I'm Linley Denstel, alongside my partner, Ava Thevenot. Thank you for joining us on this chilly December night. Ava, it might be cold outside right now, but the same cannot be said about the SJA team, can it?
No, it cannot. They really have that sticker fire, as we like to say. They're coming off a dominating 67-14 victory on Tuesday against Donaldsonville. And this past Saturday, they won the Newman Invitational Tournament down in New Orleans. Two stickers, freshman Evelyn Osborne and sophomore Ella Gisclair, were selected to the all-tournament team, and Ella was even named the tournament MVP. Listen to this. With just 10 seconds left and the score tied at 47 in the championship game against Chappelle, Ella hit a game-winning three to bring back some hardware to Baton Rouge. She's one of the leading scorers for the Redstickers, averaging just under 8 points per game, and we're going to hear from her a little later on in the broadcast.
Yes, we will. SJA's opponents tonight are the Glen Lady Panthers, who are 3-7 on the season. Meanwhile, the Redstickers are 7-2 and looking to keep their winning streak going tonight. Just how will they do that? Let's take a look at SJA's keys to the games. Ava, talk us through it.
Well, first, they have to be able to race and space. SJA coach Tim Waller is big on transition offense. He wants his team to be able to get the ball down the court quickly and hopefully take advantage of some scoring opportunities that aren't well defended. They also want to avoid a letdown. We just talked about it. The Stickers are coming off some huge wins. They need to not let that get in their heads and really hone in on that mental discipline and focus on executing those fundamentals. That'll go a long way to continue their winning streak. Finally, make sure to limit the turnovers. The best way to do that is to keep control over those turnovers, because oftentimes points from turnovers can make the
welcome to the court here at SJA. We're ready for the game.
And welcome to tonight's varsity basketball matchup between the Glen Panthers and your St. Joseph's Redstickers. We hope you enjoy the game. Please support both schools and the community by practicing good sportsmanship. Please stand for the prayer, led by Senior Linley, and remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. Our national anthem will be sung by Senior Henderson.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Good and gracious God, let me play well with fear. My competition make me strong with never household. In this and in all things, guide me to virtue's path. If I know victory, grant me happiness. If I'm denied, keep me within me. See me not when I am cheered, or I am meant to help my opponent up. Seal in my heart that everyone who takes the court with me becomes my sister. Remind me that sports are just games. Teach me something that will matter once the games are over. And if in basketball I set an example, let it be a good one. Amen. St. Joseph, and Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight last gleams, whose bright star
Senior here at SJA, who's in the choir, and saying the prayer was Kendall Daly, the very own senior on our basketball team. She is the only senior on the team this year. That's right. The Redstickers are led by head coach Tim Waller and assistant coach Mr. Colby David. The Glen Oaks Lady Panthers are led by head coach Sean Buchamp and assistant coaches.
Thank you. All right, now let's meet the lineup for the visiting Glen Oaks Lady Panthers. Number 1, at Sophomore, Jacob Richard. Number 3, at Sophomore, Bob Carter. Number 5, a junior, Sophia Johnson. Number 2, a junior, Nicole Rock. Number 4, a sophomore, Heidi Panther. The Lady Panthers are coached by Elizabeth Oliver, Adrian Augustus, Taylor Payne, and head coach Sean Beauchamp.
You know her, folks.
And now, for your 2025-2026 St. Joseph's Academy Redstickers. First, from the number 2, 24, sophomore, Brandon Hallinan. And 50, a sophomore, Brandon Linley. And tonight, starter. At number 30, a sophomore, Redsticker. At number 20, a sophomore, Ava Thevenot. At number 12, sophomore, Number 3, and 23, our senior, Enjoy my game, Redstickers!
All right, everyone, in case you're just joining us, the Redstickers are coming on hot after a long winning streak, after recently winning their tournament in New Orleans.
Yes, the Stickers are 7-2 so far this season, and the tournament that Ava is talking about is the Newman Invitational Basketball Tournament that took place this past weekend, where sophomore Ava Thevenot was named the tournament MVP and made the winning shot for the Redstickers.
Sophomore Ella Claire and freshman Evelyn Osborne were also named to the all-tournament team.
We are very proud of them. And it looks like the Stickers are very warmed up, they're loose, they're ready to go. Should be a really good game.
And 2 out of 3 of SJ's leading scorers seem to be on the court, including Kendall Bailey and Ella Claire. Kendall Bailey averages about 7.9 points per game, while Ella Claire averages about the same.
3 of the starters for the Redstickers are sophomores, while the only junior and only senior are on the court as well. Ella Claire with a tip-off. And the Lady Panthers get it. And Kendall Bailey with a steal. She takes it to her court, and it's swatted away.
It'll be interesting to see. Most of these teams have their starters as sophomores, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yes, both teams have relatively young teams, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. I believe Glen Oaks only has 2 seniors as compared to St. Joseph's one.
First free throw is up, and it's in, putting the Stickers on the board first. Way to go, Kendall. Second one is in as well. Stickers are up 2-0. It's put up, but not quite able to make it in. Kendall Bailey with the rebound. Takes it down to Bryn Chapaton, who takes it up. And the Panthers get the rebound. The Stickers are doing very well with passing around, finding each other on the court, which is going to be very helpful later on in the game. Madeline Campbell looking to pass it in. Finds Kendall Bailey. It's up. Not quite.
Not only is Kendall Bailey leading in scoring, but she's also leading in rebounds with 23 rebounds within her first 8 games, steals with 29 steals throughout her first 8 games, and assists with 18 assists throughout the first 8 games.
I think you could say that Kendall is a very essential player on this team, and it's good to have that kind of a player as your only senior, because she is going to lead the rest of these girls to a victory and a win in each of one of these games.
Absolutely. Ella Gisper is playing a tight defense.
Panthers make it two-pointer, making the score tied. After only 2 minutes in playing time, the score is tied 2-2. Very low-scoring game thus far. Redsticker takes it up. The last game the Stickers played was on Tuesday against Donaldsonville, where SJA won 67-14, as Ava stated earlier.
That's right, Kendall Derry with the pick. And SJA is going back to this kind of passing around the 3-point line. It seems to be one of their more routine plays in offense.
Madeline Campbell's lining up for her free throw. First one's up, it's all net. No sweat there.
Madeline Campbell is the only junior on SJA's basketball team this year.
The sticker score right there was Madeline Campbell.
SJ seems to be doing really well in their free throws so far. They've made 4 for 4, so I'm excited to see how they end up throughout the game. And number 4 for Glen Oaks was fouled. She'll be shooting 2 free throws. She is actually one of the tallest on the team.
She's also a sophomore, like many of their players. First one's no good. Second one makes it in. The Stickers are still up 4-3.
The Stickers really need some 3-pointer shots right here. They're doing well at not letting defense take the ball away, but, well, never mind. They just let defense take the ball away.
That was a bad example. However, they've been doing very well otherwise. That loud booming voice you hear is Coach Waller. I believe he's a great leader for this Redsticker basketball team. You can see his energy, his passion, and I think that's what it takes to really lead the Redstickers to a winning season.
Absolutely, and not only is he involved with basketball, but he also joined SJ dancers on the stage last night, Wednesday, December 10th.
Yes, Coach Waller joined Coach C's Dance 2 class in their dance. The theme for the dance show is actually channel surfing, so TV channels, and their dance was for the sports channel. And the song they chose to dance to was Basketball by Bow Wow, and so Coach Waller was a featured special guest in their dance. So if you got to see Coach Waller in that dance to dance, you are one lucky person. It was quite entertaining. So it's safe to say he excels on the basketball court and on the dance floor.
Absolutely.
Number 20, Sasha Parker for the Lady Panthers threw that in. Sophomore Kinley Massett is currently in the game right now. in place of Kendall Daly.
Both teams seem to have more of a man-on-man defense this time.
White ball, it's brought down the court. Sophomore Bryn Chapaton charging towards the goal. It's up. Not quite.
When Chapaton went for the steal and got it. Glen is now taking it down the court.
About 3.5 minutes left to go in this first quarter, and the score is very low at 4-3.
Yes, make sure you guys stay tuned because at halftime, the Redstickers will be performing.
Yes, our beloved Redstickers are the dance team here at SJA.
Three new players are subbing in. This includes Braylon Valenti. I'm not exactly, is that Ella Gisclair is back and
Evelyn Osborne.
Evelyn Osborne is another one of SJ's leading scorers with about 8.5 points per game.
Keep in mind that Ella Gisclair is the only starter who is still in the court for the Redstickers. Finley Massett puts that basket up. Score is now 6-5.
That was the first 2-point of the game
by the Redstickers.
Yes. Ooh. Number 10, Emma Wilson is throwing in the ball to number 2, Evelyn Osborne.
The teams get ready as the refs seem to be discussing something with one of the Lady Panthers coaches. Doesn't look like they agree with a call that was made just now regarding Ella Gisclair when she ended up on the floor. Whistle's blown, ball is passed in, taken down the court. It's up. Evelyn Osborne with the rebound. She takes it around the court, passes it. And out on White. That foul seems to have been on Ella Gisclair, and she is now subbed out.
I think Coach Waller is also trying to protect his fouls. I know in the Jamboree, Escher went into the bonus round a lot, so I think that he's really trying to keep that from happening.
Yes, but at the same time, you don't want to discourage intensity. And with that, Braylon Valenti steals it, looks to pass, it's up. Can't quite make anything there.
Number 4 for Glen Oaks, Trincia Sanford, seems to be one of their top rebounders. Again, she is one of the tallest on the team at 5'11".
Which is taller than all of the Redstickers.
And that was a foul on the Redstickers.
Did you see who did that foul?
I did not, but number 4 will be shooting.
First shot is no good. And second was no good. And into the hands of Braylon Valenti, who passes it to Kinley Massa to take down the court. Kinley looks to her teammates. Ball is almost lost out of bounds. Ball out on Kinley Massa. Number 2 for the Lady Panthers will pass it in.
With 26 seconds left in the first quarter, Escher is winning by 1 point. Let's hope they can bring this up.
Yes, this seems to be a smaller margin than we were anticipating. However, I believe in our Redstickers. Really tight defense there by number 10, Emma Wilson.
One thing I love about the Escher team is that they're all so full of morale for each other. They're all there supporting each other, no matter if they're on the court or not. They're there cheering each other on.
Yes, picking each other up when one makes a mistake, the other's there to pick the other one up and take over. This is a 30-second timeout. Just enough time to regroup. There have been 3 fouls by each team. The Redstickers seem to be shooting a lot of baskets, however, not as many are making it in. Hopefully that luck will change very quickly. And she loses control of the ball. And with that, the first quarter of our game here comes to an end. The score is 6-5 Redstickers. Like Ava said earlier, stay tuned because at halftime, our dance team, the Redstickers, will be doing a halftime performance and you will not want to miss it. They truly are fantastic.
Yes, and while we wait, we might as well cover some other Esher athletics. Swimming, the swim team was the 2025 state champions, winning their 19th overall title and 14th in the last 15 years. Names to All Metro team were Audrey Lemoyne, a senior at St. Joseph's Academy, Molly Mayo, a junior, Mary Claire Roberts, a junior, and Riley Liddell, a sophomore.
Yes, and their coach, Jimmy Roberts, is named All Metro Women's Coach of the Year. There seems to be some strategizing going on down in that huddle. The whiteboard has been pulled out. Glen Oaks has used one of their timeouts as Shea still has all of theirs.
8 minutes are back in the clock. I'm curious to see if Esher will win by more points this quarter or if Glen Oaks will
keep it close and keep the margin close. Currently in the game are senior Kendall Daly, sophomores Julia Hoslau, Kinley Massett, and freshmen Emma Wilson and Evelyn Osborne. Julia Hoslau to pass it into Evelyn Osborne. Finding an open man. And it's in. 8-5 Redstickers. Maybe that's just the shift that we need. Keeping that high intensity defense right there is Julia Hoslau.
Glen Oaks seems to have a very strict defensive routine. They seem to have moved back into zone defense rather than their man-to-man strict defense that they were at earlier in the game.
Yes, they seem to be tight, close to the paint, while the Redstickers offense players are more spread out.
Yeah. Esher's offense is back to that around the three-point line passing that they are so well known to do.
And it's stolen by Emma Wilson, who takes it down the court. And it's up. Oh, unfortunately, a travel is called. That was really good defense, though. Now back in the game is Ella Gisclair. Kinley Massett taking a break on the bench. Foul called on Julia Hoslau. Number 24 for the Lady Panthers. She's going to go ahead and get her free throws. She's a sophomore.
Glen Oaks is getting ready to get the ball, and so is Esher, but she made it in.
Score is now 8-6. Ava, why do you think that the team seemed to be so young? I mean, do you think that the interest just kind of like skipped a generation, or like, do you think that as kids get older, they decide to move on to other things? What do you think it is?
I honestly don't know. I mean, it could be a range of anything. Honestly, as I feel like as high school has gone on, it's gotten busier and busier. So maybe that's why a few people have quit along the way. Or maybe it's just in general more participation is up in younger grades. I'm curious to see if it'll stay this way or if these sophomores that are on the team now will continue throughout their senior year.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting trend. I also think that the current sophomore class is a relatively large class, especially compared to our senior class.
I agree.
So maybe there's just more to pull from, you know? More people.
Yeah.
This is going to be a 60-second timeout, according to the board over there. SJA currently is in possession of the ball. Coach Waller seems to be drawing up some plans.
Mm-hmm. And SJA is up by 2 points with 2 fouls on the board for SJA and 0 for Glen Oaks. Time has elapsed. Glen Oaks is finishing up their timeout. Number 4, Trincia Stanford is back on the court. I believe she's been in the entire game.
Layup by Kendall Bailey to put the stickers on top even more, 10-6. That's exactly how you want to come out of a timeout period. Longest loss thanks to the defense by Julia Hofflower. Is that a jump ball?
It was. And possession is going back to Glen Oaks. You can hear Coach Waller yelling at his team all the way from here. Trying to raise morale.
You can also hear the Redsticker bench cheering for their teammates. It's so sweet to see. Osborne takes it down, passes to Kendall Bailey. Fortunately, the ball is out of bounds. Currently on the court for the Redstickers are Evelyn Osborne, Julia Hossflower, Ella Claire, Kendall Daly, and Bryn Chapaton. Ball's going to be taken down again by Evelyn Osborne. We'll lose to Julia Hossflower. great job of finding each other, finding the places where the defense is not.
Mm-hmm.
So many shots.
Yeah, the Stickers seem to be taking a lot of shots that they're not making, but
You'd rather take those shots than mess around.
yeah.
Julia Hossauer waiting to pass it in. She finds Brent Chabaton.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but SJA, the bench, is still cheering for their team and even doing a little chant.
Oh, that was a close one. Yes, that shot was outstanding by Julia Hossauer. A nice three-pointer, putting the Redstickers on top 13-6. Here with about a little over 3 minutes to go in the first half.
And another timeout was called.
By Glen Oaks. It's the 60-second timeout.
And this seems to be a minute. Oh, that's exactly what you just said. I'm sorry.
Hey, okay.
There are only 3 minutes left in this quarter. It seems to be going by pretty fast, and SJA has definitely picked up the pace of their shots.
You can see the Redstickers dancing currently. I cannot wait to see their halftime routine.
Yeah.
This is half of the team.
One of the other questions that I have is, I wonder if this DJ is going to be here all season.
You know, that's an excellent question. He was here for the Jamboree, and I really think that the vibe that he creates in this gym, like, really excels, like, the team's performance. I think it really gets them hype, keeps them loose, and, hey, it's making me stay loose, you know, it's making me in a good mood. I also think it's keeping our spectators entertained, which is also very important.
Yes.
If you're tuned in, thank you so much for being here with us. And it's stolen. Pass all the way down the court. Kendall Daly gets it, puts it up. Rebound recovered by number 20 on Lady Panthers, Sasha Parker.
great three-pointer by number 12, Adelaide Sanchez for the Redstickers. Adelaide is also a sophomore. The Redstickers are now up by 10, making the score 16-6. Less than 2 minutes left to go in the half. And a foul will result in Adelaide Sanchez taking the free throw line. That makes 2 fouls for Glen Oaks and 2 fouls for St. Joseph's Academy. First one is good. And that was the first free throw missed this entire game. This makes me wonder if Coach Waller specifically trains his team on that. I think it'd be very smart too. That is a good way to get very easy points. Absolutely. Number 20, Sasha Parker for the Lady Panthers will get 2 free throws. Before she shot both of those free throws, she bounced the ball 4 times. I wonder if that's her ritual before every free throw. Right. A lot of these basketball players seem to have those rituals. Yes, whether it's before shots, before the game, anything like that. Right. I know I had my fair share of rituals before playing games. Yeah, me too. I bounced the ball 3 times before my free throws, spin around my fingers a couple of times. Less than a minute left in the half. Now it's Glen Oaks who can't seem to make a basket in. Yes, I believe Glen Oaks has only made 1 point this quarter. What's funny? There's little kids that are very willing to help get the balls that go out of bounds. Oh. Ashley now has 4 fouls. Luckily, this half is almost over, so they shouldn't be going into bonus. "15 seconds left to go on the clock. You hear the countdown yourself. The 3-pointer is up.
And that's the end of our first half. The Redstickers lead 17-6 over the Glen Oaks Lady Panthers.
Make sure to stay tuned to watch the beloved St. Joseph's Academy Redstickers perform their halftime dance.
But before this, we're going to have a word with head coach Timothy Waller. We're going to wait a minute as Coach Waller gets mic'd up.
Yes.
Hello, Coach Waller. Hello, how are you?
How y'all doing?
We're doing good. How are you?
Awesome. Yeah, doing good. You know, we had a tough first half, and we're battling. We're working hard. I'm glad that it's going to be a long game. The Glen Oaks is a really good team. They're better than their record. Coach Bo does a really good job over there. We just got to keep grinding, and we got to stay in the
Yes.
course.
Yes. Okay. What adjustments do you hope to see your team make in the second half of the game?
Really, do a better job of attacking the pass. We do a lot of three-point shooting in practice, so I think that's kind of being a little bit of a detriment for the moment. I mean, I don't like the shots.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you, ladies. Great job.
Currently performing are the Redstickers. That was the Redstickers. And we'll be right back on the Academy Athletics Network after this break.
year, the Redstickers actually won first in their game day performance for large varsity.
Yes. And speaking of Red and White Nights, our next broadcast here on the Academy Athletics Network is a Red and White Night. So tune in on Friday, January 9th against Louise McGee for that game. Another really cool game that would be interesting to check out is the SJA basketball alumni game. And alumni who wish to participate in this game should RSVP by December 22nd, as you may have seen in our ad.
Yes, and just to clear a few things up, you must have played basketball at St. Joseph's Academy to participate. At the end of the game, we'll be interviewing both Coach Waller and our guest player.
Coach Waller mentioned in his pre-halftime interview that he hopes to see a continuation of shots being taken by his Redsticker offense, but potentially less three-pointers and maybe more passing around, finding open holes in the offense to just get points on the board rather than trying to make big shots. However, I do have to say that those big shots are pretty cool.
And we are back. Glen Chapaton bringing up the ball.
And a two-pointer by Ella Gisclair right off the bat.
Yeah, within the first 10 seconds of the game. I believe that number 4 for Glen Oaks has been in the entire game.
Really?
I believe so.
Oh, wow. That foul was off of number 30, Ella Gisclair, and on number 20 for the Lady Panthers.
And that is the first foul of this quarter and half for St. Joseph's.
Lady Panthers have really been struggling with their free throws this game. There seems to be some slickness on the court the ref is taking care of under Ella Gisclair's feet.
Mm-hmm.
And a two-pointer.
SJA seems to be moving at way faster paces now. They shot that ball down the court and are already moving on to the next passes.
Yes, they also seem to be playing closer into the goal, like Coach Waller wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Looking to make any basket, not necessarily a three-pointer. Ooh, swatted out there.
Glen Oaks is back to man-to-man, and a foul was called on number 2 for Glen Oaks.
And number 20, Bryn Chapaton, is going to be taking the free throw line. Currently on the court for the Redstickers are Kendall Daly, Bryn Chapaton, Ella Gisclair, Adelaide Sanchez, and Madeline Campbell.
Yes.
The score remains 19-8. Double guarded there for a moment. And a three-pointer for the Lady Panthers.
And it seems to be coming back quick. They shot up from 6 to 11 within the first 2 minutes of the game.
Yes, they came out here with some momentum.
Absolutely. Australia really needs to hold their own. They're still up by 8 points, but basketball's a quick game. It could turn over at any moment.
You know what else is a quick game that the Redstickers usually excel in is volleyball. In fact, the volleyball team here made the state semifinals for the first time in 4 years. And I believe they got their awards and honors for all Metro and District very recently.
Yeah, and they actually just got a new head coach, Coach Donna Pixley.
Yes, this was Coach Pixley's first year coaching the volleyball team.
And that seemed almost like a reach, but unfortunately it was called out on a shy.
Coach Waller seems to disagree with the call. He also believes it was a reach. Seems to be a double dribble. Am I correct?
I'm not quite sure. I couldn't exactly tell. Yes, it was a double dribble.
Lady Panther defense is very spread out there, putting the pressure in the backcourt.
I guess it's kind of their way of balancing out the fast breaks SJ has been doing.
Yeah, I try to slow down the Redsticker momentum.
I guess Claire is up with her free throws, and again, she is one of SJ's leading scorers, so we'll see how she does.
And it's good. After a little bouncing here and there. And the second one makes it in as well. The score is currently 21-11. The Redstickers are up. Quick turnover.
I feel like the Redstickers really live by the quote, I don't know if you've heard it, but like you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
Yes.
And I feel like that's something that we really see with the Redstickers, and I really like seeing it because I think it's really true, because you'll never know whenever that one shot just goes in.
Yes, I agree. And in that possession, you could hear Coach Waller telling his team to pass the ball rather than...
Julia Hostile with the steal, but unfortunately, she did not make the layup.
Sophomore Braylon Valenti goes in for sophomore Eligas Clare.
We're already 4 minutes into the third quarter, and Eshe is still winning. 2 fouls on the board for each team. I'm curious if they're going at this rate, will they end up in bonus by the end of the game?
Hopefully not, but we will have to stay tuned.
Yeah.
Currently in the audience of the Redsticker Gym, I can see Dean of Women, Mrs. Christina Richardson, as well as Principal, Mrs. Stacy Anderkane, and her husband, theology teacher, Mr. Hugo Anderkane. I love whenever the faculty comes out to support.
I agree.
Valenti makes both of her free throws, making the score 23-11 for Glen Oaks.
Again, I say with those free throws, I don't know how much they train. It's got to be a lot because every single one of those players is making them in.
Exactly. So I think if you are Glen Oaks, you want to be very careful about fouling the Redstickers right now.
I agree. And especially careful to make sure it doesn't go into that bonus round because
yes, the score could add very quickly if that were to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, Kendall. Yeah, and a crazy turn of events.
Yes, Kendall Daly was juggling the ball a little bit, then she passed it to a Glen Oaks player, and then somehow an SJ player got it once again and assisted Kendall Daly with her point.
And on top of that, Kendall Daly was fouled, so she will also be getting a free throw. And it's good. 26-11 here in the Academy Student Center.
And again, I think this just shows Kendall's leadership as the only senior on the basketball team. You can tell she knows what she's doing.
Seems to be a foul on SJA. Number 2, Nicole Grock for the Lady Panthers is going to throw it in.
It was a jump ball, but St. Joseph's Academy Redstickers is getting it back.
Kendall Daly has just been subbed out. Now in the game is freshman Emma Wilson.
In case you were wondering what those accolades for volleyball were, Gracie Mann, a senior on the team, got District Outstanding Offensive Player, All-Metro MVP, West All-Star Team Selection, and was voted Miss Volleyball at the All-Star Match. She has 1,052 career kills.
Caroline Burkhalter, also a senior senior is first team all-district, all-metro team selection, and has 1,427 career assists and more than 100 career aces.
And we knew that a senior on the team was first team all-district, all-metro honorable mention, and has nearly 500 career kills.
Seniors Carolyn Hilberg and Sarah Gordon both got all-district honorable mention.
And junior Mackenzie Tullier won district outstanding defensive player and was selected to the all-metro team.
We have a lot of talent here in the athletics department here at SJA.
Absolutely.
Across all sports, including our cross-country team, who was state runner-up this year.
The LHSAA all-state team selections include Audrey, a senior, and Hannah Schneider, a freshman.
Yes.
I wonder how she'll do in her upcoming years at St. Joseph's Academy.
Yes.
And I believe this was also Audrey Amanda's first year on cross country.
I believe that as well. I do know that she runs long distance for track, however, this was her first year as cross country. So she was very successful, it's safe to say.
I agree. And in case you're interested in watching any other sports at St. Joseph's Academy, the soccer team plays on Saturday at 4 p.m. against Mount Carmel Academy at the Burbank Soccer Complex.
And you can even have free admission with your student or faculty ID if you go to or work here at SJA.
Brandon Valenti is now shooting 2 free throws.
It's up and in. Score with about 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter is 27-11. This is more like the margin we were hoping to see, in contrast to the 6-5 margin we had at the beginning of the game. It's passed around by the Lady Panthers.
SJA has now moved into more of a zone defense. They're not tracking man-to-man players as much. However, Glen Oaks did just make a basket.
And a pretty dang good one at that. The score is now 27-14. And a layup by Braylon Valenti, putting the Redstickers at over double the score that Glen Oaks has.
That's right, and just this quarter alone, St. Joseph's has gotten 12 points when Glen Oaks has gotten 8. That's an extremely large increase from last quarter where Glen Oaks had only gotten 1 point.
And another one made by Braylon Valenti. She's on fire right now. She's locked in. It appears to seem that the Redstickers are in the bonus. Ava, could you explain what the bonus means for any of our listeners that may not be familiar with the concept?
So the bonus means that after 5 fouls for a team, the team that they fouled against goes into a bonus, which means that any foul from here on out counts as a free throw, and if they make the first one, then they get a second one.
So would that include like traveling, double dribbles, or is it just the personals?
You know, I'd probably have to get back to you on that. I believe it's just the personals.
Okay. Good to know. This is going to be a 60-second timeout.
Called by, I believe, SJA.
I believe SJA as well.
And here you see the Redstickers are back at it in their game day uniforms. The Redstickers are coached by Jade McCune
and Olivia Hamilton. believe the team captain is senior Julia Arion. Is that correct?
Yes. If you have an opportunity to watch the Redstickers, it's definitely something that you don't want to miss.
Yes, in fact, everything they perform at, whether it's pep rallies or services, gatherings, whatever, you can hear a pin drop. It is so silent in the gym whenever they are performing because every single person at SJA is literally in awe when they are performing.
Mm-hmm. And they're back in the court with 1 minute and 14 seconds left in the quarter. SJA has 4 fouls. That means 1 more foul, and Glen Oaks is then in bonus.
Seems to be a Lady Panther on the ground. Kinley Massett lines up at the free throw line. Has Kinley taken any free throws yet today?
I don't.
I think she has 1 foul. Like she's fouled 1 time.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, but I'm not sure if she's taken any free throws.
I think that may have been her first one, which she made. So. And along with her second one.
And a traveling foul was called on Kinley Massett.
She had to hustle down the court to get that ball passed by Braylon Valenti. But I'm going to say that's definitely keeping the defense on their toes.
Oh, and the last timeout was actually called by Glen Oaks, not SJA. So there are 2 timeouts left for Glen Oaks and 3 for SJA.
A double dribble, which turned into a turnover, led to Kinley Massett scoring 2 more points for the Redstickers. A 3-pointer made right there for Glen Oaks.
Both teams are moving faster down the court, probably trying to race the clock, which has 13 seconds left. However, it seems like an SJA player was fouled. Number 10. That would be Emma Wilson. She will now shoot her first free throw. Emma Wilson is a freshman and actually one of the shortest on the team at 5'1". I believe there may have been some sort of false start or something of the sort because she will now be redoing her second free throw. And Glen Oaks did a little box out maneuver there and was able to get the ball.
5 seconds left. And Evelyn Osborne now takes the free throw line. Lots of fouls have been happening. More evidently so because SJA is in the bonus.
Yes, and Evelyn Osborne, on top of being one of SJ's leading scorers, is also a steals leader with 29 steals throughout her first 8 games.
And when you say first 8 games, you really mean first 8 games because she is a true freshman.
Mm-hmm.
2.9 seconds left in this third quarter.
It's very interesting and cool to see such success from these freshmen on the team. It gives me high hopes for the future.
Me as well. Lots of things are happening around SJA right now as the end of the semester is nearly approaching. The Immaculate Conception Mass with the school was on Monday.
Yes, and that was put on by SJA's liturgy committee along with Hugo Angicane
and the SJA and CHS choir also sang at this mass.
Yes.
Along with that, the SJA and CHS choir sang at their Christmas concert, which was Tuesday at the River Center.
Yes, that is the famous candlelight concert, which was the 5th and 6th hour honors choir.
And as you stated earlier, the dance show was yesterday, Wednesday, December 10th, where students who are in the dance elective here at SJA take all the numbers that they've learned this semester and perform them for their family and friends.
Yes, I believe it's one of the fastest growing programs here at SJA. It's a class that everyone wants to take.
It is. In fact, Coach Jade McCune, the dance department head, she said her very first year, 10 years ago here, there were 20 girls in the program, and now the program has grown to over 300 girls, I would say.
Dang, yeah, there's at least 25 in each class.
Overpass and goes out of bounds. No worries.
I'm just now noticing that a lot of the players seem to have matching hairstyles.
I wonder if that was something they did, like pre-game ritual in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
Two-pointer made there. Score is now 40-19.
SJ is doubling Glen's score.
But I will say, Glen has played a pretty good game. They're doing good defense. They're taking a lot of shots. Not as many are falling in as we get later in the game. But I do think that they're fighting hard, and the Redstickers are just stronger right now.
Absolutely. And I think Coach Waller trains the Redstickers to not lose momentum throughout the game, which is a lot of things. There's something that I feel like a lot of teams struggle with. Yes. A lot of that endurance work.
And Coach Waller also mentioned that Glen Oaks is a much better team than what their record may suggest. So I think that he also gets it into his players' minds that you cannot underestimate anyone, not a team, not a player, not a strategy.
Absolutely, because you never know. Like I said earlier, you never know when those shots are going to go in.
Exactly.
And so it's just kind of something that you have to plan for.
You want to start off strong, keep up that intensity the entire game.
Yeah.
Which I think is why it's so good that he can rely on so many different players to sub in and out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely allows them to have those breaks that they need.
Yes. The DJ is still firing it up in this gym.
And the fouls have reset this quarter, so they're both back at 0, and no one is in the bonus round.
Number 20, Sasha Parker for the Lady Panthers. Sets up for her free throws right here. Julia Loslow coming off the court. Bryn Chabaton taking her place. Glen Oaks has 1 timeout remaining. SJA still has 3. As we're just under 7 minutes left to go in the game.
I'm not quite sure what happens there. It seemed as if Glen Valenti just kind of lost control of the ball while she was dribbling.
Change of possession here.
Glen Oaks is back to that man-to-man. They're really sticking on those players, making sure that the people they're guarding don't get past it.
Bryn Chabaton with the steal and makes the 2-pointer.
And similarly, SJA is back on man-to-man defense. It's interesting to see how these different defensive techniques change throughout the game.
Rebound gotten by Ella Claire.
It's important that when players are blocking shots, they don't reach over players' heads, especially whenever they have the balls over their heads.
And it's made by Braylon Valenti, putting the score at 44-19. Another one made right there by number 4 for the Lady Panthers.
Bryn Chabaton takes down the middle and passes it to Ella Claire. Brandon Valenti again with the
Rebound, quick return back up to the goal. Quick points.
In this quarter, Glen Oaks has scored 4 points and St. Joseph's Academy has scored 6. And now 8.
These fast points are really helpful to the Redstickers because not only is the score increasing, obviously, however, the defense is being tired out by having to run constantly up and down the court.
Yes, I agree, and I think that just goes back to Coach Waller's endurance training that he pushes these girls through.
Yes.
And a few things to look forward to this week at SJA. The one-act play is happening tonight in the Black Box Theater, and it is to showcase the performances of the Theater 1 students. Dashing Through December Fun Day is also tomorrow, so any SJA students watching this, make sure you show up in all of your festive Christmas gear.
Today was the last day of the semester here at SJA where you can have grades. Tomorrow is an academic dead day along with Monday, meaning no grades can be due. And we're all focused on our midterm exams that are next week. After that, we have Christmas break and we return to school on January 6th.
Yes, and for the juniors and seniors, winter formal was Saturday. We had the first ever winter formal court, and the named court members were chosen randomly. The selected court members included Allison Riley, Kate Broom, Lily Herman, and Savannah Cruz. The Snow Queen, as it was entitled, was Caroline Burkhalter.
The Redstickers have broke 50 and now are ahead of the Lady Panthers by 30 points.
I'm really intrigued to see how the Redstickers will continue this season, especially since they're coming off of 7 strong wins, and this seems as if it's going to be their 8th.
Nice three-pointer made by Glen Oaks, number 33. If you are an alumni of SJA, you might have an event coming up very soon. The class of 2025 6-month reunion is on Monday. So all the girls who graduated this past May can come back, get their yearbooks, see all their old classmates. It's going to be so fun.
And that was now 2 air balls in a row, one Emma Wilson, one by Braylon Valenti.
Along with that, we have decades luncheons throughout the week next week. That includes alumni from the 70s, the 60s, and the 50s. So we're going to have lots of SJA alumni on campus in the upcoming weeks.
And if you're interested at all in joining SJA, we are offering holiday camps at SJA from December 22nd to December 23rd, including sewing, baking, and merry makers. There are morning and afternoon sessions available. Another camp is the Little Stickers Cheer Camp over the holidays, and you can sign up for those on the SJA website.
Pass down. And a three-pointer by Adeline Hardy. I believe that's the first basket by her of the game. I don't think she's been in the game that long. Good for her.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I know we had previously mentioned a lot of the top scores, but I feel like it's been pretty evenly balanced tonight over all of the SJA team. I feel like everyone's been pulling their weight and really, really putting those points in the bucket.
I agree. Glen Oaks responding with some points every possession.
With about 45 seconds left in the game, Glen Oaks is pushing their defense harder than ever, really stopping from St. Joseph's Academy from getting another goal.
38 seconds left to go on the clock. 20 seconds left on the clock. The Redstickers taking turns passing it around, running out that time. Ball's currently in the hands of Reagan Talamo, a sophomore.
And that is game with Glen Oaks at 28 points and St. Joseph's Academy at 53. Stay tuned for our interview with Coach Waller and Ella Claire.
All they do is win here in the ASC. 53-28. What a good game.
I agree, and one of the best successes that could have possibly happened, as it was SJ's first home game of the season.
Yeah. Currently looking to get Coach Waller mic'd up once again.
I believe that we'll talk to Coach Waller first, and then Ella Claire.
Hey, ladies, I'm here. How you doing?
Hi, Coach Waller.
Awesome. Thank y'all for being here.
How are you feeling right now?
Oh, excellent. Absolutely. 100%. I'm excited. We just finished on an 8-game winning streak. We started the season 0-2, so I'm really super proud of my players. And look, it's a hard-fought game. Nothing's ever easy. Glen Oaks, Coach Beauchamp does a great job with his players and getting them together and prepared. So we knew we were going to be in for a fight for 32 minutes. So just really happy and proud of my players and just how they toughed it out and was able to get us a victory tonight. So 8 games in a row. We're all going to settle in and get ready for midterm exams now.
Yeah. Coach Waller, I was kind of wondering, how hard do you train those girls in their free throws? Because I think they maybe missed 2 the entire game.
We put a big emphasis on free throw shooting here. Our goal is always to shoot 70% for the game. So we shoot them every day in practice. And in fact, the way the drill works, if you miss 2 in a row, you have to run 2 laps. So our players know that we put a lot of emphasis and importance on free throw shooting. So yeah.
Well, it's definitely paid off.
Yeah, thank you very much for y'all noticing. That's really good by you guys. Really good.
How do you think your team took the adjustments that you wanted to make at halftime?
They did very well. You know, the message was really simple at halftime was, hey, let's be the team that plays the hardest, plays together, collectively, and go out and try to, hopefully, win the basketball game. So we wanted to be the team that was connected and believed in each other and very supportive and best teammates. So, and they did that. Our shots didn't fall in the first half, but we continue to grind and fight. We let our defense get us some opportunities, but we stayed together, right? As tough as that game was, we stayed together. I was really proud of the group that we had on the floor throughout the third quarter, like making some runs and running the floor and really stepping in, But we finished that game with only 1 starter on the floor. And when we went through that run in the third quarter, I think we only had 1 starter on the floor. So we're really excited about our depth and the ability of anybody on any given night that can step up and help Stickers win a basketball game.
Awesome. And one of those players that's very essential is Ella Claire. So we might go ahead and pass it on to Ella
Yes,
Claire.
I will. MVP of the tournament, shot winner. I'm going to give it to you right now.
Thank you, Coach Waller.
Thank you.
Suiting up is sophomore Ella Claire. Hi, Ella. Hi. How are you feeling?
I'm good.
Awesome.
All right, Ella, I have a question. So, what was going through your head at the Newman tournament whenever you were shooting that game-winning point?
We just all wanted to be patient with the shot. We wanted to take the right shot at the moment. And we had, I think it was 50 seconds left, so we had a lot of time. But I just knew, I needed to calm down, not so much pressure, and I believed in my shot.
Awesome. For this game and for your games in the past, what do you think works so well to help bring y'all the win?
I just think our team chemistry this year, honestly, our team has bonded so well over the summer, and just from the past games, we've been really close this year, and I just think our team chemistry is bringing us together and bringing us all those wins.
Yeah. Ella, if you had one word to describe your team and your teammates, what would it be?
Oh gosh, I would say positive. We are a really positive team. We just always bring the vibes every day. Oh my gosh, my team. They love you. Always bring the vibes, and
You can see the team chemistry right here.
Aww. Yes, I love them.
Well, thank you so much, Ella. You played great tonight.
Great game, Ella. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
All right, everyone, that was Ella against Claire.
Yes. Thank you all so much for tuning in to our game here in the Academy Student Center.
Yes, and thank you to Cameron Frost on camera operators, scores and stats, Audrey Tullier and Mary Henderson, and our producer, Mr. Taylor Martino.
Yes, I have been Linley Denstel.
And I was Ava Thevenot.
Thank you all. See y'all next time.
Merry Christmas.
This has been a presentation of the Academy Athletics Network.